There's considerable confusion and fear around lymph node swelling after vaccination, with some people interpreting this normal immune response as evidence of cancer. Let's clarify what's actually happening and when there's genuine cause for concern versus when it's exactly what we'd expect and want to see. Lymph nodes function as filtering stations throughout your body, concentrated in areas like your armpits, neck, and groin. They're where immune cells congregate to mount responses against infections, vaccines, or other immune challenges. When you receive a vaccine in your arm, the antigens, the foreign proteins that trigger immunity, travel through lymphatic vessels to nearby lymph nodes, typically in your armpit on the vaccinated side. Inside those lymph nodes, your immune system goes to work. B cells begin proliferating to produce antibodies. T cells multiply to coordinate the immune response. This cellular activity causes the lymph node to temporarily enlarge. You might feel a lump or tenderness under your arm. This is called lymphadenopathy, and it's not just normal, it's evidence your immune system is doing exactly what we want it to do. The timeline matters for distinguishing normal vaccine-related lymphadenopathy from pathological enlargement. Vaccine-induced lymph node swelling typically appears within a few days to 2 weeks after vaccination, peaks around 2 to 4 weeks, and resolves spontaneously within 4 to 6 weeks. It's often tender to touch and associated with the vaccinated arm. Pathological lymphadenopathy, the kind associated with cancer or chronic infection, behaves differently. It tends to persist beyond 6 weeks, often progressively enlarges, and has distinct characteristics. Cancerous lymph nodes are typically hard, fixed to surrounding tissues, painless, and may occur in multiple locations simultaneously. They don't resolve on their own. This distinction has created a practical problem in medical screening. Mammograms and other imaging can detect vaccine-related lymph node enlargement, potentially leading to unnecessary biopsies and anxiety. Radiologists initially saw these enlarged nodes and, appropriately concerned about possible breast cancer metastasis, recommended follow-up. This happened frequently enough that medical guidelines were updated, now recommending that women schedule screening mammograms either before vaccination or at least 4 to 6 weeks afterward, when vaccine-related lymphadenopathy has typically resolved. So when should you actually worry about swollen lymph nodes? If they persist beyond 6 weeks post-vaccination. If they're progressively enlarging rather than stable or shrinking. If you have other concerning symptoms like unexplained weight loss, night sweats, or persistent fever. If they're hard, immobile, and painless, these warrant medical evaluation. But lymph nodes that appear within 2 weeks of vaccination, are tender, and begin shrinking after a few weeks, that's your immune system working beautifully. It's the same response you'd get to an infection or other immune challenge, just triggered in a controlled, safe way by vaccine antigens rather than by dangerous pathogens. The broader lesson here is that not every physical change following vaccination represents something wrong. Our bodies are dynamic, constantly responding to internal and external stimuli. Understanding normal physiological responses helps distinguish them from genuine pathology, reducing unnecessary anxiety and medical interventions while ensuring real problems get appropriate attention.